beat me if you wanna reach me.
That can only mean one thing.
Beat me if you wanna reach me.
You got a reputation for yourself now. Everybody knows and I feel left out. Girl, you got me down, you got me stressed out. Cause ever since I left the city, you started wearing less and going out more. Glasses of champagne out on the dance floor. Hanging with some girls I never seen before. You used to call me on my cell phone. Late night when you need my love. Call me on my cell phone.
Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Melissa and I do all things content blah blah blah. What am I saying? Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Melissa. Sorry, I'm actually driving right now, so I cannot look at y'all 100%. But I do all content about beauty, lifestyle, and really just how to navigate your 20s and how to get through this crazy life. So today in this video, I'm going to be talking about my upcoming plans to continue to pursue my dream of working in the medical field. And I wanted to talk to you guys a little bit about my plan, you know, where I'm currently going, where I see myself. And I just wanted to also give some encouragement to people who may be going through a similar situation. Stay tuned if you want to watch the video. If not, bye, I don't care. Click off. Hey guys, so I just got in the car and it says, so I'm actually coming from my boyfriend's house. And so my ETA to get to school, I have to be there at 8. It says I'm gonna be there at 7:53. So I just want to talk to you guys about why I may, like, where these decisions are coming from. So when I started I went to college in 2015. It's now 2024. So almost 10 years ago, I enrolled in college. I went to a university, medium-sized university back in 2015. I enrolled as a biology student because I wanted to become a doctor. And you know, that was my ultimate goal, was to become a doctor. And I came in already not even, I came in and I didn't do like as well as a pre-med student should do. I should have been getting all A's and B's. I should have been enrolling in the programs, the doctorate or the physician clubs and the Who Wants to Be a Physician club. I was partying. I'm not gonna lie. I was partying. I was having fun. I had a very strict stepfather, and my mother kind of just went along with whatever he said. So in general, I had some strict parents. I didn't really have a lot of freedom in high school to do a lot of things that the other kids were doing. And so, you know, when I got to college, you already know how that goes. I was just in college, turning up, going to parties, Four Locos, you know, dating. I had no business dating in college. Let me just be clear. I have no business dating in college. But anyways, I was dating, traveling to other schools. I rushed my sorority, which is fine. Alpha Kappa Alpha, right? And, you know, I did all those things. And then we get to my senior year and I'm starting to apply for jobs. And I realized, there is not a lot you can do with a biology degree if it's not related to lab work, right? And it's like, I don't want to be in some lab. I don't want to be in a lab. I've never desired to be a scientist. I've never desired to be in a laboratory. Like, so there wasn't many job options. So I decided to pursue, I decided to become a medical assistant. So I became a medical administrator assistant at this place downtown Chicago. And and it was okay, but you know, they weren't paying well. I came home and I was bouncing around from place to place. You know, it didn't pay well, and it just wasn't, you know, it wasn't what I knew that was not going to be a long-term thing for me. That was simply a paycheck. And the work culture in that office was very bad. the bullying. There was a lot of bullying culture, and I just was like, I can't do it. I can't do it. So ultimately, I took a pay cut. I left to go to a place closer to my home in the suburbs. So I stayed there for about a year, and then I decided to go get a job closer to my house. I didn't like that job. It was bad. I got to the new job, and I was a full-on and another thing was I wanted to go into medical assistant at that job, and I had a bachelor's of biology. They had people who had no experience in healthcare doing that, and I was so mad. They had people with no degrees but worked there for 2 years with medical assistants, and it was just like, oh, this is some BS. This is some BS. So I quit because they weren't going to let me be a medical assistant. I was tired of sitting behind a desk. I didn't go to school for 4 years to sit behind somebody's desk. So then I went to a new job that let me become a medical assistant, and that job was okay. They let me become a medical assistant, but they were severely short-staffed. They were severely short-staffed. I was helping 2 doctors a day. Each doctor had about 40 patients, and if you work in healthcare, you already know that is just ridiculous. And if you don't work in healthcare, just imagine 2 doctors, both with 40 patients, 80 people, and it's 8 hours. Each appointment takes 15 minutes. So you let me know. I was there all night from sun up to sundown. No work-life balance. They were making us come in on Saturdays, which I didn't like because the pay wasn't good. I was literally making like $35,000 at this point. I was making $35,000. And as y'all know, that ain't no money. And that is severely underpaid for a college graduate. Severely underpaid. So and then also I was being bullied at that job. I was being bullied by a 40-year-old woman. You know, she would just do petty things. She would purposely leave me out of important emails. She would not order a lunch when they were doing like company lunches. She would purposely forget my lunch. You know, they were, and overall, that place was worse than the last. Both those places had a workplace bully. And of course, being the black girl, you can't be, when you're the black girl, you can't be the black stereotype. You can't go off on people. You can't put people in a place. There's a certain way you have to do it. You have to follow the protocol, you know, document certain things so that when you do go off, it's not like, oh, this is something new, like it's been an ongoing thing. So in those 2 positions, I completely hated them. But one thing that I learned from those positions was how to work in a corporate setting when issues arise. So that was like the one thing that I did take from that job. So I had a friend that worked for CVS Pharmacy remote as a social worker who sent a resume, or sent like my resume to a recruiter, and I was able to get into CVS specialty working from home. So I had 2 big monitors and I worked from home, and that was a very small pay raise moving to that company, but it was better than what I was making. I also was able to finally start getting 401k. So, you know, this whole time I wasn't getting 401k, no benefits for real. This was my first job with real PTO, real insurance, benefits, the whole shebang, and it was remote. So I didn't have to be bothered with people. It wasn't the people, it was the employees that made me not like healthcare. So then I decided, you know what, I don't want to do healthcare anymore. I want to just go into marketing. I started seeing all the girls on TikTok, the marketing girlies, they work from home, so they're getting up at whatever time, they're clocking in, checking a few emails, making coffee, enjoying their day, taking naps in the middle of the day. They're off by 5 o'clock, so they're going to happy hours. They're living downtown. They're going out to eat. They have a great work-life balance. They're getting paid well. They're traveling, all this stuff. And I was like, okay, I want to go into marketing because I want to do that. So this past summer, I created a resume using like all of my YouTube and TikTok things and all the little marketing things that I've done, you know, for my YouTube. I took all of that, I put it into a portfolio, which I will put right here. Boop. My portfolio looks very cute. And when I tell you guys, I was getting some interviews. I think I got like 4 marketing interviews over the summer. Within the course of like 4 months, I've literally got 1 interview per month. And I did not get any of those jobs because I wasn't experienced. And people were wondering like, why is she going from healthcare to marketing? Like, what is that? In every interview I had to try to explain it, and it was so hard for me to explain it without telling them, like, I was getting bullied and I'm discouraged from the healthcare field, and I do want to help people, but you know, other people have made my journey frustrating and they kind of turned me away from the field. After 4 months of trying to do marketing, pursuing the marketing field, I decided this is not, and there were a lot of reasons why I decided ultimately I don't want to do marketing anymore. One, I just got my master's degree in public health. So now I have a bachelor's in biology, a master's degree in public health. And my strong suits are in healthcare related fields, anything healthcare, science related. So I decided I would try to pursue marketing until the end of the summer, and if I couldn't find a job, I would go back to healthcare and try maybe something healthcare marketing or something in the healthcare realm that was remote but gave me some flexibility. And so the summer ended, I could not find a marketing job, and ultimately I decided that I was gonna let that marketing dream go, because I am a YouTuber. I am starting to get a little more following. I have pretty decent following on TikTok, and I figured, you know what, all the fun marketing things that I like to do, making flyers, editing videos, stuff like that, I can do that in my spare time and keep it as a hobby. And I get paid for my TikTok and my YouTube. So we love a good hobby where we can get paid from it. We really do. Okay guys, I'm back. Sorry, I was getting so hot in my jacket and I literally have 26 minutes left to drive. I could not sit there burning up like that. I believe the last thing I was talking about, so I decided I was gonna go into some healthcare marketing or try something else healthcare. And since I was already with CVS and I had a big company name under my resume, I told myself I would stay there for a year and then try to find something better. So I have been applying for jobs since May of 2023, but in August, I switched to applying to only healthcare jobs. In the beginning, I was doing healthcare and marketing jobs because I was hoping to just make some money. But then I kind of realized, like, you know, I want to still do something that I like. So I decided, try to do marketing, try to do healthcare, but when marketing, it just wasn't working out, I decided to turn my focus directly towards healthcare jobs. And, you know, during this entire time, I have friends that were already in their field. I already have 2 friends that are nurses, I have 2 friends that are nurses, 2 friends that are social workers, a friend that's a police officer. So I've got friends, and then a couple business friends. So I've got friends that are in their careers, making good money, and they're traveling, they're buying clothes, they're not struggling. And I'm just looking at myself like, what is wrong with me? And I'm just like, why is it always me? Like, I just had this woe is me complex. Like, why me? Why is it always me? Why am I always the one that something is just happening to? Like how out of all these people am I the only one who doesn't have a thriving career yet? And it doesn't have to be thriving, but like I'm not even making any money. I'm just like, how is that me? Like, I hate that for me, because I already don't have a family. I don't come from a family. No one in my family has a notable career. Something I noticed was that the women in my family lack like notable careers. No one in my family has a notable career. I do have 2 aunts on my dad's side who both work for the government, and 1 aunt on my mom's side who's a teacher. But the rest of my family, everyone just kind of finds a job that works for them for the moment. They work it for 2 years and then they find something new, you know? And then I have a few family members who, like, they have little jobs, but nothing that they're proud of. Some job, but it's nothing they're proud of. And I'm just looking like, I don't want to be like this. Like, I want to be proud of what I do. I want to be able to go on trips and actually afford them, you know? So I decided, I told myself, like, I'm going to give it my all. I feel like the reason why I don't have, my boyfriend was telling me the reason why you don't have a good job yet is because you didn't prioritize it. you chose to party all those years while the rest of your friends were writing 5-year plans, creating 5-year plans, and doing internships and networking. They have LinkedIn's. They were going to conferences. They were utilizing their resources, and you were partying, trying to be cute, keeping up with the Joneses. And keeping up with the Joneses, I feel like, is what got me into this space, because in addition to not feeling like I had a notable career, I would go out with my friends, hang out with my friends, and they would have the newest Gucci bag or some new Dior sandals or some new Prada sunglasses or something. And so but they had the money for it because they had good jobs. So I decided, okay, you know, I'm gonna spend the money too, and I started spending the money too. The only difference is they had the money and I didn't. So now I'm spending money that I don't even have. I'm spending money that I don't have, racked up a bunch of credit card debt, and then from there, things really just started taking a turn for the worse. And in doing so, during that moment, that's when I decided, okay, I'm gonna change my life. I need to work with what I have, but I'm gonna turn my life around this year. Like, I am so tired of looking like the friend that just don't have it together, looking like the friend that's just all over the place, the one where you have to question what is really going on. So I decided, I paid a guy to look over my resume, fix my resume, get everything together. He fixed my resume. I started applying for jobs. I was getting about 1 to 2 interviews every month. So I was able to secure a job at one of the top 5 consulting firms in America as a health analyst. I will not be telling you which company I work for, but if you guess, you know, that's up to you. But for most of you guys, if you don't know, consulting firms make billions of dollars a year. So this has raised my pay tremendously. From CBS, I've made a complete jump in my salary, and I'm very excited about that, because I've been on a journey to pay off these debts that I've created for myself. I am on a journey to pay off my Jeep and have it fully paid off by the end of the year. I do plan on, you know, purchasing little nice things here and there, but I've completely taken a pay cut from my life as far as going out. I don't go out with friends that much, maybe once a month, once or twice a month now, just until I can pay my debts down. Then I'll be back outside in the summer. And you know, so I'm very blessed because I was able to secure a job with my master's. It is a remote job, 9 to 5, great benefits, and I also have a government contract. So I won't ever be able to show you guys anything that I do, the job, anything related to the job, because I have a government contract. But if you know, government jobs make money. Government jobs make money. So I'm very happy, because I'm a happy girl, because I've never made this much money in my life, and I'm only 26 years old, and I now make more money than majority of my family. Like I said, those aunts, they've been in the game a long time, so they make some decent money, but I'm 26 years old and I make great money for a 26-year-old, you know? So anyways, moving forward, that's a little bit of the, I know it was long, but that's some of the backstory. And so I'm on my way to my CNA class, and the reason I'm doing the CNA class is because even though I have managed to secure a good job, I still want to pursue a career in medicine as a doctor, a physician assistant, or a nurse. And I have already, as you guys know, I already have 2 degrees, and I have student loans. So I do not feel that the smartest thing for me to do at this current moment is to jump into a physician assistant program or a doctor program, because my funding is just not there 100%. So I did some research, talked to a few people, and I found out that I could actually get a RN degree from a local community college. If a person wants to enroll in those programs, you have to be a CNA. However, if you wanted to enroll in a physician assistant program or a doctor program you have to have about 1,000 to 2,000 clinical hours, which I don't really have because I left those other jobs, and also I left those jobs so abruptly. They're not gonna write me no letter of recommendation. So I decided, well, I should just go get my CNA license, because either way it go, I need it. I need the CNA license if I want to become a doctor or a physician assistant, because I need those hours. Or if I want to go into the RN program, I need to have the CNA license. So I decided that I'm just gonna take the class, and that is why I'm doing my CNA class. So I plan to incorporate a little bit of the CNA class on my channel, show you guys this journey I'm going on. I'm very excited to be back in school. I love school. I love education. I love learning. My ancestors did not get, a lot of my ancestors did not get to go to college. My grandfather didn't. My grandmother didn't. My mother did not get her bachelor's degree until I was like 16 or 17. Like, I was in high school. You know, she had 3 children at that point. My cousins, my sisters, none of my family members have been able to go to college. I've managed to get 2 degrees before the age of 25. Well, at the age of 25, I already had 2 degrees. And now I'm 26, about to get a license and working on my 3rd. So, in addition to the money, another thing about the RN program is that because it's a community college, the program at most costs about $12,000, which I can pay out of pocket because I now have a new job that is fully remote and it makes great money. But the school that I'm going to actually has a scholarship program all the way up until 2026, which is 2 years, which is what exactly I would need in order to get my RN license. So I did get a scholarship. I did apply for the scholarship, and I got the scholarship for this semester. I have to apply every semester, but I got it this semester, so I know I'll get it every semester. And so I got the scholarship, and basically I'm going to my CNA class off of a scholarship. The class was about, since I'm out of district, the class was about like $2,000, or no, it was about like $1,800 or something, and my scholarship was $2,000, and I get $2,500 a semester. So I was able to buy my books and everything off of my scholarship, and that's really exciting for me because I'm not spending any money. I also have the opportunity to go back to school on a scholarship. So I hope that this video inspires somebody. I really wanted to give you guys some context so that when you see, like, girl, what is you doing? Like, what's going on? When you guys see it, you're not confused about why I decided to pursue getting my CNA license. Also, I do plan to still be an entrepreneur. Honey, I'm planning to touch all the bags. I do plan to still be an entrepreneur, but moving home has caused me to not be able to fully focus on my business. But I do plan to try to get my business back up and running. Well, it was never up and running, if I'm being honest, because I never got the chance. But I plan to get my business up within by the end of the summer. By the end of summer, I plan to get my business up, so I still plan on doing that. And I overall just have a lot of different bags that I'm trying to touch, a lot of different avenues that I'm trying to go in. So I hope that this video, I know this video was long and I'm so sorry about that, but I hope that this video inspires somebody. I hope that if you are somebody who never got to go to school, or who did go to school already and you're thinking about pursuing another career or pivoting your life, or you still want to work in your current field but you also want to try some new stuff, or you're just somebody like me that's just trying to build on top of the career you already have, I hope that this video helps you. Don't feel bad. Do not feel bad for making the personal choices that you need to make for your life, because at the end of the day, you are the only person that has to get up in the morning and go to the job that you work. You are the only person that has to get up in the morning and do what it is that you're doing. You're the only person that has to drive the car you're driving. So if you don't make enough money and you don't like your car, then that means you probably should get a second job too, you know? So don't let people make you feel bad for the choices that you're making. Don't let people make you feel bad for trying to better your life. Going back to school is never a bad thing. going back to school is never a bad thing. Higher education, getting more certifications, getting more licenses is always a good thing. So if you are in that space, I am very proud of you. I'm very happy for you. So keep going. And again, I hope this video gives you guys some context. But I am about to pull up to my school, so I will see you guys later. Bye.
Late night when you need my love. I know when that.
Hey guys, we made it to school. Yay! We made it to school. 7:53. So this is what I'm talking about, y'all. I'm supposed to be in class at 8. If you walk in that class past 8 o'clock, the teacher is gonna treat you, and you're gonna get that tardy. So we gotta get a move on, because last time I was late. Yeah, so, and cause last time, y'all, I took the elevator. Oh, took forever. I was late. So we got 7 minutes. So let's just get everything we need. Got my lunch in the back seat. I am gonna actually keep my lunch in the car, because we don't have, so on Saturdays, I believe like the nursing college is closed. It's just we have a Saturday class, so there's no fridge, so there's nowhere for me to put my lunch. I brought tacos, so I'm gonna leave my lunch in the car because it's cold in the car, and then on my lunch break I'm gonna come back out and grab my tacos. So I got my Louis bag. This is just my everyday bag. Got my Red Bull, got my full glass of water. Oh, y'all, I forgot I gotta put my shoes on. Let me hurry up. These are my white Skechers. Super comfortable, but we have to wear white shoes. Here's my book bag. So I'm gonna put my Red Bull on this side of my book bag, and then I'm gonna put my water on the other side. Three minutes to make it to class. I'm so tired because I ran up the stairs. So I'm gonna see you guys a little bit later. Hey guys, so I just left the class for a 30-minute break. We just took our quiz and I got 100% on the quiz, and I'm so happy because I read all 4 chapters. Like, I read the entire book, I do all the homework, I take all the pre-quizzes, the practice quizzes. So I'm so happy that my hard work is paying off. I got 100%, and I was the first one in the class to finish. So I'm going downstairs to just rest and wait for the rest of the girls and talk about the test and see what everybody got. Quick bathroom break. Literally, guys, I'm wearing my boyfriend's sweater because I be so cold in that class. But we are on our break. My bun is looking crazy. I'm just ready to go to bed. I'm so sleepy right now. But we gotta get back to class because we have an 8-hour class. We have about 7 hours left. So during class, we got to take a tour of the nursing department. We got to look at the different laboratories that we will be working in and learning all of our clinical specialties in while we were on the main campus. Then we headed back to class and we did some studying and some work on the anatomy and physiology portion of the class. We do have a test next week, so we had to learn all 6 chapters today. And that was pretty much all we did for the course. So stay tuned for some more CNA videos. Bye.